As the beef, in case that was unclear.
Cal is Max.
Don't want to put that beef when we already got the beef. All right,
Boom!
we're back.
Right, let's go.
I love the candid coming back. I do that to my other group all the time, where they're like in the middle of a just random conversation, and then it's like, oh shit, are we live? Oh yeah, we've been saying that for the past 30 seconds.
I say dumb shit constantly. Let's go.
All right, we're at Riverguard Keep. You guys have started to check out the so far empty rooms within. And so Cal, have you been hanging out outside on purpose, or have you just not been moving your token?
No, I'm not moving my token.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Moving as a group. Yeah.
So at this point, you've encountered a sort of like caved in, very damaged stable. And actually that's a place I should reiterate, just in case anybody doesn't remember. This entire place was like in the middle of repair the first time you encountered it, much like Scarlet Moon Hall, when you first went there. So the path you're on, moving northward, you can see a staircase going up to the walkway wall area. I don't know official terms for these things.
Sure.
The wall that the watch was on, and there's currently nobody there as far as you can see. And to your northeast is the pathway that you were originally brought in on to get to the, as I mentioned before, the room that you were eventually taken to in the first place, the original time you came to Riverguard. Your first time through, you did not check into any of these rooms immediately to your east, but, oh, I see that the walls are kind of poorly defined. Taryn is at one door, and then you'd remember there are a couple other doors around the corner to your north. I'm going to do a quick shift here. Okay. What do you want to do?
North.
Yeah, start going in other doors.
Yeah. I'm gonna go this door.
Take this other door.
I'll come up here and look around.
All right, I'm going in the door.
I'm gonna go to the boat. I'm gonna go in the door.
Okay.
It's empty.
Oh. So there's one downfall of Roll20 that, so you can actually go through the walls if you choose.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought I opened the door.
Just Martian man.
I have to just like ask you guys not to. So, but yes, I will. The doors are not locked, so no problem. Is that you? Right here?
It's Gert.
That's Gert.
Me.
Okay.
I'm in now.
Gert. Two big wooden wash tubs occupy the middle of this room. And a row of curtains along the west wall provides privacy for several privies. This is a sort of washroom, as far as you can tell. And then Whirl,
Yes.
you see 9 double bunks filling this barracks, each with a pair of footlockers tucked underneath.
I mean,
Doors exit to the one you came in, and then one to the east, and one to your southwest.
I feel like this is pretty obvious, but I'm gonna start going through the footlockers.
Okay.
Good thing that you went to that one and I didn't.
Yeah. That worked out.
Make a perception check, or investigation, actually.
Ooh, perception is better by 1. Boom, 12.
Okay. So shifting through footlockers, as well as the beds and bedrolls ahead of you, you got absolutely nothing. You've got like some sheets and pillows, but otherwise empty footlockers, empty crates, nothing. The rest of you, are you doing anything specific?
Taryn was just coming up here to look around and look towards the dock area and see if anything had changed
Okay.
since the last time they'd been there.
Iz would be with him.
Yes. So, there's actually a token on the map that shouldn't be.
There's this
Who is it? Quick, read his name.
There's this dude and that dude.
Is it Gar? Does he know some shit he shouldn't
Wait,
know?
you can see those guys?
Yeah, right there. Oop.
Oh, they shouldn't be there. Okay. You see the very same boat that Cal pointed out in the first place. However, that red section isn't there. I'm gonna do this. That entire section is, so far as you can tell, gone. And just the very ends of the boat are still tied to the wall, but angled downward as if capsized. The other boat to the south, on that sort of entryway, the stairway coming up, that's still there.
The little one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you think that boat's turned over?
Do you think someone got a little angry at what happened last night?
Isn't that where, that sarcophagus thing was?
I think so.
Indeed.
So it either sank or they took it with them, and in doing so, it broke the boat.
Or they just broke the boat and took that piece with them.
But
Does anyone know how to swim?
I mean, I learned when I was a kid.
Getting closer, it wouldn't take any sort of specific check. You guys can see that the middle of the boat was like just completely obliterated.
Like,
So it's like the boat was sliced in half before it was untied from either end. So like some amount of the boat from both sides is just underwater, but both ends are still like tied in. Yeah. But if you want to try to glean any more detail, you can make a perception check and or get closer.
I
does
would
it
very much like to get closer. I'm gonna do
I
that.
would
Sorry.
also
Yeah,
like to
I
get
was gonna
Really,
ask your
investigation really is what it would be.
does it look like it was magical means? Or like someone like sliced
Ooh.
through it with a giant sword?
Ooh.
You can make an investigation or arcana check, your choice.
I really want to up my arcana, but I
Let me
don't know
get rid
how.
of that because that doesn't pertain.
Boom! 8. Woo! It's a slice.
Yeah, this boat is like cut in half, man.
Poor old man.
Yeah, dude.
Someone else needs to ask the questions. I'm
Actually,
asking.
being right here, it's really not hard to tell. About a third of the boat is just completely missing. You see that there's a current coming from this small gate outward into this little alcove, and then it continues. I'll actually do this pointer. The current is actually coming out this way.
but not from like north, not from like. This
Well,
direction?
this entire area is contained
Okay.
between this wall and these
Oh,
walls.
I thought that wall was like the top of the river. But
This
the gate is like the top of the river.
this is true north-south.
Right.
And this wall completely cuts off the river to the east.
Okay.
So this pool area is like miscellaneous outflow still from here.
Okay.
So some of it's coming this way, but the majority of the current is going from this little cave out toward this gate. Okay. So it wouldn't be difficult for anybody really to tell that the sort of middle third of this boat was completely obliterated, and anything left of it would have just floated away with that current. The third to the north and the third to the south that are outside of that red square are still there physically and attached to the ropes that were tying the original ends of that boat to the wall. They're still there. As far as being able to tell if like the damage caused to this was magical or not, it is extremely difficult to tell.
Sure. Stupid question. If I jumped in the water, would it be easier to tell?
Potentially.
Should I do it?
That's
Yeah?
up to you,
I
boo.
mean,
That's such a dumb idea.
I mean, there's a safety boat.
If y'all want a second to think about it, Cal is actually going to be heading up to where that office was.
Oh, okay.
While
We can cut to
everybody
Cal.
else is doing all that stuff.
Yeah, let's go over here for a minute.
Pretty much doing the opposite every single time of what everybody else is doing. I realize this, but
Okay.
yeah, so I'm gonna go up and check the door.
Okay. Checking the door. It's unlocked. Nobody is here. What you see in the room is the very same table with a bunch of papers and like scraps of like plates of food with scraps on them strewn about. And you can tell that it's like gone bad. It's turned. I'll read this to you again. I think I read this the first time, but just in case. This room itself is 2 stories high. Stone stairs on both sides leading up to a stone balcony at the west end. So these. So there's the balcony above that side. Arrow slits look out to the north and south. You can see on the very corners of your northwest and southwest purview. And at the west end of the room below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table, littered with papers and discarded plates. Walls are painted in green and blue, decorated with tattered banners showing nautical signs.
I think the first thing Cal would do would be I think he'd check out the desk first. So he would go up to the desk, and if I can search for anything on the desk that indicates like a correspondence. I'm looking for something that maybe there's like a written down retreat order or something like that.
Okay. Make an investigation check, please.
Nice.
18.
Nice. Okay. Ruffling through the papers, you spot several reports from groups of bandits and smugglers throughout the area, along with routine notes about Riverguard's supplies, boat sailings on the river, one of which includes the transport of one Dragonborn. And then after that, several logbooks and manifests taken from plundered ships. The bandits report exactly what loot they take, but location and descriptions are not precise. For example, a wagon load of flour near B, or 40 silver pieces, traveler near W. The abbreviations coincide with towns and key points of interest that you've seen. One report details caravan traffic in Red Larch and makes note of the arrival of, quote, a band of troublemakers
Fuck you.
with a racial mix of the party.
I'm
End
gonna
quote.
murder him in his sleep. He's already dead, but I'm gonna find him.
We're gonna go to hell, see him, kill him again, get the fuck out.
I'm back. Yeah, we can
Gert,
plane shift. We'll figure this shit out.
Mhm.
Gert, how soon can we get to the 9 health?
Depends on what creatures we discover. Wait, seriously?
Says the one reading out of the Tome of Foes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So after searching around and just kind of getting all of that, the next thing I'll do is I'll check the trap door. I know that there's a trap door here from our last encounter, so.
Checking for anything in particular, or you just kind of opening it up?
I want to, yeah, just kind of like the regular door. I'm going to see if it's unlocked first.
Yep, it swings open without any resistance at all. You see a small ladder leading down to a stone landing below. But as it goes down, you'd notice that the light fades starkly.
Is there a torch from a sconce or something that's around?
Yeah, you've got torches in these two corners of the room, we'll say. But they're not lit.
Right. Equipment. Do I have a tinder box, so, and I technically have a bunch of torches, but I'm gonna grab one from the wall, and I
Okay.
can use my tinder box to light it,
Okay.
maybe.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm gonna go down the stairs. I'm gonna go down the ladder, and
Is that 30 feet of light?
a torch
Yeah.
is actually 20 feet radius for a torch. Huh.
You are now emitting light, holding a torch. Okay, so you head down this ladder. And it takes you down. You're gonna want to shift yourself way southwest. I'll do this.
Oh,
The map is sort of like awkwardly parsed out into different subsections. So if I recall correctly, is when you first came down here, you mentioned details, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cal, you'd recall that when Gert came back, she said that there were 4 boat.
Iz came back?
Sorry. Yes. When Iz came back, she mentioned that there were 4 boat tie-ons. 1 boat was missing. You now see 2. We're going to pause there and go to the rest of the group. You're checking out this capsized cargo boat.
yeah, I'm not gonna jump in.
What's happening at this point?
To the room?
I mean,
I mean,
is it worth hopping in the water and looking?
I mean, we could. I can hold my breath indefinitely.
That's way longer
that's
than I
really-
can.
That's so
Like,
much
a
longer
couple
than
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm not good at perceiving things, but I can do my best.
What if I
Uh,
like come down there and like help guide you or something? I don't
Tight.
know.
Sounds like a blast.
Let's do it.
Or if you needed like night vision, I could help.
I also
with that. Like, if
feel
you
like
want
I
to
could pop
just
us
go-
out if we need to, and
Oh,
put
that's
us back on land if it like becomes danger
Mhm.
times in the water.
Okay.
All right. Iz and I are jumping in the water.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
I
in the
am
water.
looking for either the rest of the boat or why the boat was split in half. Like,
I
if
would
it was
need-
magical means,
yeah.
if someone just, like, I want to know what happened.
Okay. Make an investigation check. And Taryn, were you adding something to that?
I said
You're
if
not-
it, like, if she needed, I could give her dark vision, if that would help at all. But I don't know if it would be dark underwater, so.
Okay. It is still just barely light enough with twilight that you can basically standard see. If you open your eyes underwater, we don't need to get into
Sure.
overly
like it's
mechanical
fine.
details with that. Yeah,
So, are we both doing it, or am I doing mine with help?
that's your choice.
Or do you want to? I have an investigation of 1.
I have 5 on mine.
Oh, then like I'm helping you. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Ah, well,
Ooh.
or 10, I guess.
Okay. As you can see that the edges of both sides, or like the two ends of the boat that are still intact, have just like absolutely splintered and shattered ends. Like the parts that are still intact are just like, if you didn't know any better, you could swear that like either some massive beast just like grabbed it with one globby hand and ripped it,
See, that's what I was thinking.
Sick.
or it could be like you've seen blasts of magical energy that could have done, had a similar effect, or even with a 10 you can tell like somebody just like taking an axe and hacking it apart. That's probably not it.
Sure.
But this was like a big
Something big just
a
It
big
was-
event just like shattered this thing in the middle.
right.
Fair.
A
Okay,
big
that
event,
was
whether
it.
that was by force or by magic, still hard to tell.
Right.
Fair.
And then there's magical force, which is in between the two, and
Yeah.
you're having a really hard time telling. However,
Okay.
Cal did mention the sarcophagus occupying this boat.
Right.
Looking down, you can see the floor of this waterbed. Nothing's there.
Fuck. Okay. Cool.
Pretty gold down here.
Nope.
Wow, it was worth a shot. You don't know.
You wouldn't know if you didn't ask. I appreciate it.
It's fair. I'm gonna motion to Iz and be like, all right, we're gonna both pop up. It's underwater. I
Fuck
can't
outta
talk.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right.
I can probably talk, but
You can breathe, you
maybe.
can't talk.
Fair.
What about
This-
message?
Can I not talk?
I mean,
You still need verbal components for that.
Right, but that's fine.
Bubble.
so we both
our
pop back
verbal
up.
inputs.
sick.
I just tread water badly because I don't swim very well.
Okay.
You-
I help her out a little.
Another like single, consider it like a single round, I guess, action choice before we pop back over to Cal for everybody
Other
here.
than that, I would probably head towards Cal.
Yeah.
I think we would start walking if you didn't find anything.
Well, hey, it's funny you should say that because Cal would have actually taken one of the boats and started making his way out to where they were.
Oh shit.
Nice. We're just gonna circle.
Just
All right. So
Yeah.
okay, so a couple things are gonna happen.
Beautiful.
This is split so awkwardly. Cal, you hop in one of the boats and cut the line. Where are you? You're over here.
Mhm.
You hop in one of the boats, cut the line, and start. You don't even really have to propel yourself. The current is coming from this westerly runway out to the east, and you just sort of naturally float toward what you can see is a gate in the water. And after a few seconds, you actually hear behind you cut back to the rest of you. You see Cal coming
We see him?
on a boat. Yep. I'm not
Okay.
going to move his token, but you can see into this little cavern right here.
Okay.
That Cal's coming toward you in a
Mhm.
small boat. You can also hear over here to your north some dull pounding.
Hey, everyone. I've got some bad news.
Gets mauled by water creatures. Does
Cal,
the
when
dull
you-
pounding sound? Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does the dull pounding sound like it's dull because it's weak, like somebody's like unable to knock hard, or is it something else?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. 17.
You can tell it's something pounding hard, and it's just being dulled by the fact that it's pretty thick stone.
I gotta go try to help.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna get
start-
my wand of magic missiles out and be ready to cast something.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm gonna start going in that direction. I didn't
So,
even move.
Wait, where is Cal right now?
Right here.
Okay.
And we can
I'm
see him.
just not
But he's,
moving
like,
his
in a
token
boat?
because it's in
Okay.
like a weird parsed out. The map
Sure.
is parsed out in a weird way.
Sure.
And but that is like a locked gate,
Yep.
or okay. And he's got weird noises coming from behind him.
Yep.
Okay.
But I also haven't said anything about that yet.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
You
I
just-
just said I
But
have
we hear the
bad news.
pounding. We hear the pounding coming, so I'm just gonna like get the wand of magic missiles like out, but not necessarily be doing anything. But like also maybe ready to jump in the water if I have to. Again.
I'm actually thinking that everyone should stay out of the water, and maybe we have our friends who have electric things.
Oh,
their thing?
tight.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
also, I don't know how Gert would communicate that to the group.
Sure.
Not like with Sam's knowledge that we don't have all the information right now.
Sure.
Cal's the only one with all the information.
Like I said, I would be ready, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm also already soaking wet, having just climbed out of the water.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut back to Cal. Cal, upon hearing that noise, you look behind you, and you can
Is that
see
dude? It's
at
a fucking
least
dude.
3 sets of beady white glowing eyes
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
just
Ew.
above the water, looking right at you.
Yes. Alligators, 3 of them.
Yeah, we can handle some alligators.
So like the gate is like completely closed off. It is not something that like the smaller boats can like fit through. It's not just like graded. It is in fact like a solid like it's gated enough that my boat cannot fit through.
It's gated. That's a good question. So it's gated enough that your boat can't fit through, but upon like getting up to it, that your boat bumps up against it, you can tell that it's a gate that swings open outward to the southeast. It's not like a drop down, so your boat can't get through it. However, between your height and strength, you could probably just climb over it if you wanted to. But so far as you can tell, it's a swing open gate. It swings outward from you, and it is locked. Your boat's gonna bump against it and stop.
Okay, that I guess that was the next part of it, because I think
Okay.
if I'm like up against it and now picturing how it actually looks, I would try to like shake it to see if it like opened at all, and it is locked.
It is locked, yes. So
Okay.
you would surmise that you could try to muscle it open. But obviously there could be an unlocking means as well. I will also say that the current you're experiencing, like you haven't said that you tried to direct yourself at all. The current you're experiencing is actually pretty light, but it is enough that it's carried you this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And you did see the expanse going to your far west when you first got in there, that you could tell that the cavern goes far deeper than you can see.
Okay. And I guess just one last question about how far away are these eyes again?
At this
Like-
point, they're about 40 feet away.
40 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's possible, I would just need to check one thing. Yeah, so I guess I am going, if it's possible, I would, you know what, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I am going to match their roar. I'm going to try and like out roar them in an attempt to, because I'm not sure what they are yet. So if they are just like a common animal kind of a thing, a common predator, I'm going to try and out predator them in that regard.
Oh, predator, the predator.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make an
Predator.
intimidation check.
Starts making clicking noises.
Suddenly has like thermal imaging.
Nice.
19.
Gets dreads
Okay.
out of nowhere.
You bellow at these faces glaring at you out of the water, and they swim faster.
Towards
Do we
me?
hear this? Do we
Toward
hear
you.
him?
You definitely hear that roar.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna cut to the rest of you guys.
Okay.
Since we heard that, I'm a brain send him a message. Say, "Hey, Cal, you okay in there? Cause you made an angry noise, but like very quickly."
Cal, you can have a short response. Let's say 8 words or less.
I messed up.
I done messed up,
I done goofed.
Aaron.
He messed up, guys. Get ready.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say is I messed
Right.
up.
Great. Then shit's coming.
Okay, so
Yeah,
here's
Cal,
the
noise.
layout. Here's the layout. Cal, can I make a copy? I'm gonna try to make a copy of you, and let's see if you can actually see in 2 different places at the same time.
You have a
Double
clone.
cow. Who casts
Worked.
simulacrum on
It
Cal?
worked. Okay, so you can see yourself right here.
I can see myself. Yeah, and it opens everything up there. And yeah, I can see
Yes.
down
Okay.
here and up there.
Nice.
So down
Thank you.
here, you're like far beyond this point, but that's as far as I can put you. So here is where we actually are. And so here's the lay of the land. This gate is about 3 feet above the top of the water. So again, Cal, if you like stood up, you could like put your arms like this over the top of this gate. Okay, and you could hoist yourself over if you tried to. The top of the cave is not small enough that it would prevent you from doing that. The rest of you can see into this cave, and now the creatures are close enough to Cal that you can see the bright reflection of light off of their eyes coming from outside. Okay, but inside the cave is dark. Okay, you still can't really see what type of creatures these are. The pounding is still coming from your north. You can tell it's within the tower or beyond it.
Oh.
Oh, is
So
that big
we-
guy?
We just had Cal. We're going to cut to the
Yeah.
rest of you guys. We're going to treat this as like semi-initiative, no particular order. Everybody gets to do like one thing or combination of things that fits within their action economy. But the creatures behind Cal are clearly moving toward him with intent.
Sure.
Uh,
I'm gonna yell at Cal, or I'm gonna mind message. No, does he have to be able to hear me? I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration, but I'm flavoring it because that's what I do. That
You
can hear me.
can see him, so I think that works no matter
Cool.
what.
Hey Cal, be careful down there. And I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration. So you got that for 10 minutes just in case. And that will be the thing that I do right now. And then just I'll be holding my wand of magic missiles, probably not doing anything. And we've also got the additional 5, so proud of myself.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Where's that pounding coming from again? The tower?
Up here. As far as you can tell, it's in
okay.
this general area. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm mostly gonna stay where I am. I'm just gonna back up 5 feet.
It's so loud.
Jesus. It's okay.
Oh, is that boss?
Just turn it down. It was like perfect for me. I'll go back in and turn it back up. Be good. Keep going.
I am going to hold Eldritch Blast in the event that something bad comes out.
Eldritch Blast, no way.
Okay.
Yeah, weird.
Where did that come from?
Question. Sorry, real quick. What, how high is the little cliff that Cal is under?
This cliff?
Yeah.
That's about 20 feet from the top of the cavern to the edge of the ground. So,
Okay.
so
Not like a, hey, let me help you out of that boat level of.
Yeah, nope.
Okay.
Point of
I'm not
reference,
that tall.
this, it says 20 feet because that's what the squares say, but
Sure.
the staircase is like at a perfect 45-degree angle. It's about 30 feet of elevation.
Sure.
Okay.
This is 20 feet from the ground to the top of the cavern, and it's another 10 from the top of the cavern to the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, Cal. You're on your own.
Taryn is just running up towards the pounding. And he's gonna ready Toll the Dead in case anything comes within range of him. Anything hostile comes within range of him.
Okay, from right there, your passive perception is insane, right?
19.
Yeah.
19?
Uh-huh.
Okay, from right there, you can actually hear like the grunting and snarling of creatures that you can actually tell are like goblinoid in nature.
Oh,
Creature. Z.
Several.
Creatures is we got. We're fighting 5 to
And-
multiple creatures.
You can, Taryn, you can tell that they're inside that enclosure, the tower enclosure. They're like pounding on either the walls or the floor or both.
I think that'll be too much because I already held my action. I'm just gonna yell, I think we have goblins. And that's
Of course we do.
That's my semi-initiative turn.
Okay. Whirl, you did a thing. Is you're holding an action. Gert, I'm forgetting.
I don't know. I had a thought and then it ran away. So
Come back, thought. We need you.
right? Well, no, it didn't. It went away because my thought was I'm gonna run and help Cal get out, but that can't happen. So I guess I'm gonna go run up the stairs with Taryn.
Okay.
So yep.
All right. You hear an increased intensity of the pounding, and not intensity, the volume of the pounding, just by way of being closer. Cal, we're gonna come back to you. The 3 of the creatures that are chasing you actually pull hands above the water and grab onto the edge of your boat. And at this point, if you look back, you can tell that they're actually humanoid. Bald heads, plain faces, but they've got this like awkward, like waterlogged white blue skin and just beating white and blue as if ice eyes.
Oh.
And they're crawling up onto your boat with humanoid arms. What do you do?
It's so Greg.
Just
It's
Oh,
I'm gonna ask if they ever drink Bailey from the shoe.
Sorry, that's all I am imagining right now. There's just a bunch of like
You're
green
not
old
incorrect.
Gregs.
I'm all Greg. I'm all Greg. I'm all Greg.
I kind of need that to be a real thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's freaking great.
I like the drawings you guys did of us. It's fun. The first thing I'll do is figure out if do they look aggressive or does it look like they need help?
Oh, they're definitely aggressive.
I was like, that's very kind of you to ask.
There's no question about that. But
No
yeah,
question. Yeah, no, good question. But it's not gonna like burn your action or anything. They're coming for you.
I mean, all right, if they're aggressive and if they're on my boat, then I would. Oh, okay. So if they're aggressive, I would use I would use Thunder Poke.
Okay. You can describe what you're going to do, and then we will formally roll initiative.
So seeing as they are aggressively coming up to the side of the boat and coming at me, I will kind of instinctively grab onto the spear, and I feel like they're within like even 5-10 feet by this point, right? Because those are pretty small boats.
Yeah, and I apologize. It's kind of difficult to parse out this fight because we're split between a couple different places, and
no, that's and even I guess just for right now, if I'm imagining like the boats that I see are like the size I got it, like a rowboat kind of a thing, right?
Oh yeah, they're only like barely 10 feet long.
Yeah,
maybe 4 feet wide. They're tiny. So the closest one to you is a square away.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 are like right next to it on the back corners of the boat, climbing themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually see another couple pairs of eyes coming from deeper in.
Okay.
So it's more than just the 3 right at you, but there are 3 right at you.
So
5 feet away.
So I would, and I guess so I want to be very detailed in this, but I know it might not necessarily work in the elements of the game. So
you won't know if you don't ask. Go for it.
So Cal would be kind of waiting for like the 2 on the side to get up. Basically, in the mechanics of the game, I don't want them to be in cover. Like I want them to be up more, because my idea is that I'm going to aim for the middle one, like jab towards the middle one, and use Thunder Wave in an effort to push them back.
Oh yeah. That'll work.
But I want to make sure that like if that happens, it will affect all of them. So like the 2 on there aren't gonna go and then like get back under.
So okay. So you want to make sure they're not like reacting to dive back in.
Right. I want to make sure, yeah, they're not in cover. They're like up and like it's too late for them. If it works, obviously, if it works, it has to work first. But the idea going through his head is, I'm gonna jab in the middle, thunder wave to hopefully push them all three of them back a little bit to give me a little extra time.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. These creatures are like, they're in water, so it's hard to describe this in any other way than crawling, but in water toward you. And then
Gross.
like when they get to the edge of the boat, they like put their hands up and grab and like hoist themselves up. They're kind of slow. And they seem like they're really, really focused on just you. They're not focused on their surroundings. They're not focused on even the others among them. They're focused on you. So they do actually, since we're semi-initiative, they're kind of like clustering onto this point in the middle of the boat where they can get purchased to actually get up toward you. And you will easily find an opportunity to do that. So the three of them are clustered onto a point. You can find that point and attack it. So you can roll an attack, and it's close enough that you can make it a melee attack if you want, to the one in the middle. That hits.
17.
Roll it.
All right. So for the immediate damage will be 10 piercing damage for the one, I guess, in the middle.
Okay.
And then the three of them, I'm assuming the other ones aren't within 15 feet yet. So
They actually are.
then everybody.
You can use the
makes-
Bardic Inspiration for additional damage if it's a spell.
Well, they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. God, this is so many.
Fuck!
Whew.
Ghoul? What even is that?
I don't like.
This is so cool. but
Okay,
I
one
don't
of them
wanna
hit a
fight
20, one of them hit a 2, one of them hit a 4.
3, 18, 16,
16.
15. Oh, what are those? Okay.
Nat 20, 4, 18, 16, one more.
One of them's a 2.
Where's the 2?
Yeah, so
Higher
remind
up.
me again, are we doing Dungeon Master or Ghoul?
We're doing
The
the name
the
of the
actual
Okay.
monster.
one. Yeah, so it was 22,
Oh, we
4,
did that
18,
awkward.
16.
Yeah, one's a 20, one's a 2, then a 4, 18, 16.
Okay. Well, the save is 11, so
Okay.
a lot of them make it. And I think, like, what is it, like one or only just 2 of them don't. But so
That's max.
so the failed saves are going to take the full damage and are
Yep.
pushed 10 feet away, and everybody that succeeded will take 8 damage,
Which is still solid.
It's still pretty good.
but they're not pushed.
Okay. So the 3 that are right next to each other clambering up onto your boat, all of them get pushed back. And you can tell, like, all of them are ragdolling kind of a lot. And one of them is just completely lifeless upon impact. So now you got a couple more still climbing up, but they've taken some damage. And now we're going to formally roll initiative as it's close enough now that all of you can see these guys. Oh, where are you?
I'd also like to point out that every time I do the thunder wave, the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Oh yeah,
So
you guys,
That's so
you guys
I
hear
just
this
made a big echoey
fucking
boom.
Oh, I
Gross.
love them. I love ghouls. So
Ugh,
much.
they're
Aw.
gross.
You little snacky boy.
Chomping on an
We all
arm.
Initiative. Click it. Boom.
Okay, everybody's initiative was 18
I
for
haven't clicked
Taryn.
Shit. Where am I?
Gert was a 10.
World rolled an 8.
We're all
World got an
just
8.
not.
Cool.
Cal
Oh,
got
and we're
a
fighting to the
not
death
having
because we both
13.
have a +3.
Yeah.
Is got an 8. And these guys are at 9.
Is Whirl, is your dexterity 15 or 16 or 17?
Mine's 15.
Okay, mine's 16.
Okay, so you'll go first.
Okay, so
Both
this
have
is
+3.
officially the most awkward battle map.
Oh, I know
ever.
why. Never mind.
So as we can see on the screen right now, oh, I gotta put this down. You guys can see Cal through the gate right here, right?
Yes.
On the other side of him, underneath this tunnel wall, is all the figures that are attacking him. And I can't put you guys into a battle map that makes sense. So we're going to have to work with what you see on the screen right now, because you have a limited line of sight into that tunnel.
Okay.
And you do know from previous experience, plus what Cal did to get into this tunnel in the first place, knowledge of how to get into that cavern from another side.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
we start with Taryn.
Oh.
He'll
Okay,
be right
so
Okay.
as I'm getting closer to the pounding, it's still coming from like this general area.
Ping that again.
Right around here.
Yep, the pounding is coming from up there.
Okay. So Taryn is going to 10, 20, 30, 40. Nope. Hold on. I miscounted. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. He's going to pop over here to this side, but as he runs by, he's just gonna yell, towards this direction, "Do you need help?"
Oh. Okay.
And then, Taryn is gonna look down and see the Cal is struggling, and is going to, cast Moonbeam into the tunnel behind Cal.
Cool.
So that's gonna be a 5-foot radius circle.
Oh, you're like pointing it in?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it like into where it's not hitting Cal, but it's like almost making a barrier between whatever could be behind him, so he can get out.
Okay.
I think Moonbeam goes through, as if I've understood that spell from other places before. Is that correct?
Yes, you're
It
gonna see
goes
the
up
beam
and down.
like through the ground. And I actually did forget to mention, Cal, with the thunder wave, you actually shattered the end of your little keel boat. The whole thing isn't sinking, but it's that end is tipping in
Okay.
because of the
Uh-oh.
thunder wave. Taryn, a couple things are gonna happen. So when you yell, "Do you need help?" That was toward the north, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to hear a response, and it's just a. And then you cast Moonbeam. Okay. And we're gonna say your line of sight it's pretty restricted, but you can get it like just behind him.
Me as a player had a dumb stinky poo poo brain,
Okay.
And so instead of casting it underneath, could I cast it on the ground over here and make it go down? Instead of it being...
Well,
shooting up
you
and
do have to
all.
pick like a origin point.
That's what I mean, like have the origin point be over here on the surface and then have it like shoot down instead of shooting up.
Oh. That's big brain right there. Let's find out.
That was I'm not entirely sure if I can, but I'd rather ask you to find out. A 40-foot high cylinder.
Beam shines in a 50 or 5 foot, 50 foot. Jesus.
50-foot radius.
5 foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. I put that in massive air quotes. Centered on a point. I don't see why you can't point it upside down. Yes, let's do it.
Woo!
Absolutely.
That's
a 5-head play. Hello.
Woo, maximum brain size.
All the brain power.
Yeah, so I would want to cast it like right behind Cal, but on the bank, so that it would like just cut off whatever was behind him.
Cut downward. Okay, so Cal just like explodes the latter third or so of his little keelboat, and it's starting to sink. But he took a couple of these ghouls with it. And now you've got this moonbeam just emanating from basically the cavern ceiling downward and just disintegrating everything in its path on the way. So, this is actually a point we should take one more break, if it's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
When we come back, it's going to be Cal's turn, actually in initiative, with Gert on deck. Okay?
Cool.
All right, we'll be right back.
Very makeup heavy human, because Rabbit like fucking loves makeup, so and is good at it, and I'm not, so it works out.
Hey, what's
Oh
up,
my
everybody?
Woo!
Makeup talk.
He's
Glad
gonna
we
help
didn't-
paint me blue before he moves to LA, so that I can be Whirl at some point. So.
Ooh.
Nice.
What are you fuckers?
Ooh, full
It's gonna get
cosplay.
real.
Full cosplay. Oh man, we
Yeah.
gotta
Dude, pick
like
a day and we'll fucking go, dude.
First-
I'm just saying, like, there's gonna be contour, like, it's gonna get real.
we gotta
As
pre-op.
wigs, it's gonna get real.
Like big fight or big event at some point, and just everybody
Yeah.
cosplay that. I gotta cosplay a big bad guy. Which one
You
is it
gotta,
gonna
like,
Wear a
be?
cool cloak.
You have
Like,
to,
don't tempt me, because
You have to
I'm pretty okay at cosplay.
You have to
All right.
cosplay a primordial per the
Ooh.
book.
Just like put a candle behind me.
Exactly.
Pretty okay.
That's it right
Yeah.
here. I am fire. Fear me. Anywho.
Please, God. I am fire.
Man.
I mean, we're coming up on a
We're coming
year.
up on a year.
Yeah.
We are
dude.
coming up on a
Yeah,
year.
it's
Oh
crazy.
man, the anniversary celebration of this clusterfuck.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
don't threaten me with a good time.
I will threaten all I want, and I have all the expectations for the follow-up.
You know what? I think I might, depending on what color Terran is at that point. I'll probably do a full cosplay for the
He's
one
gonna
year.
be magenta.
He's gonna, he's just gonna turn into like just a rainbow shifting. Like, he just goes through the entire.
I mean, next
spectrum.
month is Pride Month. I'm not, you
Yeah.
know, you could
It
just kind of flip it
I-
whatever way you want.
I could do that. You know what? Maybe. That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea.
For this move, I'm pink. For this move, I am teal. Anywho.
Woo!
We are on Cal's turn with this awkward battle map that we can't really do anything about. What are you gonna do?
No, never mind. I am. So
Oh shit.
okay.
I am listening.
Yeah, I had an idea and then I had a different idea. I am going to rage.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
There's a
you are,
bonus.
buddy.
In a shocking turn of events, the barbarian rages.
So crazy.
Hey, what's your
And
aura?
My aura, the storm aura, is the tundra.
Nice.
So the 10-foot aura is just like a the bluish chill.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use that effect this time because I still have I think the temporary hit points are still in effect, or no? Would
Yes.
those be gone by
It's
now?
I don't think we've been here an hour.
From the bardic?
Yeah, no, from as I cast motivational speech
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Right
yeah.
before we
No,
went.
it's only
before
been a few
we
minutes.
started walking in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I still got that, so I want to keep that. So, but instead of attacking, I am going to use my action, because when I'm in my Storm Soul thing, well, do I have to be in my rage when I do that?
Oops.
I'm gonna figure that one out later, but as an action, I can touch water and turn a 5-foot cube of it into ice. That will last for a minute. So right in front of me,
Sick.
where I see kind of, I'm hoping this will work in that if I freeze I kind of want to like freeze the part of the boat that's sinking so that the ice will float to the top and I will have like some balance to it and I'm not going to sink.
So you're
Does that-
like,
Does
you're
that
like-
make sense?
You're trying to like fix the other half of your boat with ice.
Yeah.
So no, Storm Soul, you gain the benefits even when your Storm Aura is not active.
So I don't necessarily have to rage to be able to do that.
Right.
Okay, good to know.
So
I'm still gonna rage.
describe it. Okay. So you're trying to do what with the ice?
So you said there was a chunk of the boat that was decimated with the thunder wave.
Uh-huh.
I want to touch the water that, like, if it's starting to sink into the water, I want to touch the water around that to create ice so that, like, the boat kind of is stuck into the ice there and that maybe that ice will float the boat back up and it will level it off so that I'm balanced.
Dang.
Do we top off
Innovation.
at 5 head or is there a 6 head? Because I think this is a 6
might
head.
be a 6 head. Yeah.
That's fucking genius, dude. Yeah, you don't have to roll to make that happen. That absolutely happens.
Okay, cool.
I love it.
That's your action. Rage was bonus.
So yeah,
Is that
rage is
right?
bonus action. And I'm raging just being angry, but also as a precaution. I did the ice thing to stabilize myself as an action.
Okay.
For movement purposes, is it still safe to say that I'm like close to I'm up against the gate?
Yes. So what we would do here is treat the gate as difficult terrain for your first 5 feet of movement, making it 10 feet if you wanted to climb over. And then you could
Okay.
just jump in the water if you wanted to, or try to climb up the cliff, which would also be difficult terrain.
How wide is the gate?
A couple inches at most.
Okay, so it would be not wise to be able to stand on it. Like I can't balance on the gate.
You could try. If you wanted to burn all of your movement to try and balance on the gate, we could make an athletics check.
You know what?
Or acrobatics check. It would be dexterity based. I forget which of the two that is.
Acrobatic.
Acrobatics is dex.
man.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not the one I've got the higher.
Just like Hulk jump.
You,
onto the
I
top
mean,
of
the
No,
case
I'm
could be
kidding.
made for strength.
No, you're right. This would definitely be a balancing act more than the strength. So, you know what? I either way, I would have to be putting myself in the water anyway. So yeah, I think I want to move up to the top and try to balance as best as I can up top. As I'm climbing to the top and getting to the top of the gate, I'm gonna shout to everybody else. There's a lot of them. Help me out of here if you can. Yeah, I'm gonna try and balance up top. So,
Okay. So since we're using all of your movement to try and balance up here, we're going to lower the DC to 12. And it'll be an acrobatics check.
Because of Bardic. It's a D8.
I do.
It would have originally been a 15.
I knew it. 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 I knew it.
Okay,
I knew it. I knew
now-
it. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm going to have you roll.
Hey!
Hey,
I'm using the
Ooh.
Bardic on it though.
there you go.
What I
Now you
wanted
win.
to do.
All right, so you stutter for a minute, but you're able to steel yourself, like kind of in this awkward, like left hand in front, right hand behind, and then like right foot, left foot thing, and you're teetering, but you hold, okay? And just to be fair, you would know that like if you don't take immediate movement on your next turn to try and go from here to a different place, you would have to make another check at the start of your next turn to see if you can hold it.
Okay. I think in character I would be using the thunder poke as like a balancing pole to get myself worked there. But yes, so that's everything that I'm up to right now. I'm gonna just move myself balancing on the pole. I've done everything I could possibly do.
Okay. And from here, taking a quick glance back in, you would actually be able to tell there's a total of 5,
Gross.
one of which is already dead.
Gross.
Okay.
Wolves.
Gert, it's your turn. What's up?
So, funny enough, I was actually hoping to do something that was the exact opposite of what Cal just did. I was hoping, so I don't know if you noticed that I accidentally hit my cantrip, but I was thinking, could I cast Sacred Flame and like boil the water around some of them?
No.
But that's fine because I can still hit at least one of them with it.
Yeah, Sacred
sweet
Flame
idea,
does target
though.
a creature,
Okay.
so we do
And
have
not
to
a
hold to that.
water.
Okay.
Unless the water is living, which I wouldn't.
Is there
be
anything
surprised
metal
at.
in the water?
How much
Boil
iron?
those fuckers.
How much iron does
Oh,
the water
no.
have in it?
But yeah, so I think I am close enough that I can, or can I not see them?
From where you are, I'd say you could see one enough. Yeah.
Okay. And let me double check
And
that.
cover doesn't matter because it's a dex check for them, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I am definitely close enough.
16.
Well, okay. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay, so you're gonna stay there? You don't want to
Yep.
do anything else? Bonus action?
I mean, I guess I can move. I will move.
Uh,
Oop, right there.
Okay. Cal, 4 remaining bodies, with their eyes sort of reflecting what remains of twilight behind you, are going to sort of clamber up onto the ice block / boat section that you have at this point.
Fucking sick.
The one closest to you is going to stand up and just like come at you. The other 3 are far enough away that they're just starting to gain purchase with their hands and fingers onto the end of the boat that's left. And this first one is going to take a slash at you with claws. 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so it's just gonna be this swipe as it's sort of climbing up, and you can tell that it's got this like hyper focus on you, but it's not very in control of its body. Did I show you guys the image?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it's just got this like lanky, super malnourished skin and bones kind of body is just shambling up onto the boat, barely able to balance itself. It is your turn.
Sick. Okay, so from where I'm standing, how many of these things can I see, if at all?
You can see 4,
4. Okay.
Yeah. And they're all like really clustered from your angle.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna toss a firebolt out at the closest one.
I thought you said fireball at first.
Just casual like. So. See if it actually hits.
I thought you
Shit!
said I couldn't.
Is that to hit?
That
Yeah.
is-
You fucking kidding me?
Roll that damage.
Hold on. Wait.
12 fire damage.
So what happened was
What happened was.
What happened was
this one ghoul that's standing up on the boat, sort of clamoring toward Cal, takes a firebolt to the chest and just ragdolls back into the water. Sploosh. Definitely dead.
Bloosh.
Gotta look out for that one. There's a couple more though.
Look out.
3 more you can see are still sort of struggling to get themselves onto the boat in the first place, but clearly you guys have the upper hand. Anything else for you is?
I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at and chill.
Whirl, you're up.
So can I see any of them from here?
Yeah, you can see all 3. At least the
Cool.
eyes.
Pew pew pew! Magic missile.
Headshot.
I'm gonna cast it at level 1, which is 3 shots, so 1 shot each.
Okay.
And it just hits, right?
Triple.
Yep,
kill.
you just roll damage.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Oh, I got all 4. So it's a 5 each. Pew pew pew!
That's awesome.
Okay, no joke, that was exactly the damage needed to just obliterate the remaining 3.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
And I was going to give Cal another inspiration just in case, because he was balancing and I was worried about him. It's gonna be like, be careful up there! We appreciate you! Bardic,
Okay.
which I'll do anyway. So you have another one, because I appreciate you as a human. So go team, you have a second Bardic.
Woo.
Good timing with the music just ending. You are
Yeah.
out of initiative.
Cool.
Damn. Wow.
So
Three kills,
5
motherfuckers.
How's our creature friend doing?
5 ghouls
From your
just
Bard.
well, you do still hear the pounding from the north, but that's not part of the initiative.
Oh no.
Interesting. Terrifying.
And Cal, so far as you can tell at this point, the small stream coming from your west-northwest maintains its sort of soft roll, but you're sort of corroborating what is saw earlier, that this must be the way, at least so far as you've seen, to
This is the
go deeper beneath the keep.
You doing okay, Cal?
Yeah, are you good over there?
I wouldn't. Any sort of assistance might be nice.
Do you want me to
He's
lift
like
you
a
out of
cat
there?
on a 2x4. Just like hanging out.
I got you, buddy. Can I cast levitate on you?
Please, this is like
Alright.
you're seeing like Godzilla at the Olympics right now.
Don't threaten me with a good time. But yes, I will cast. Where are you hiding? Levitate. Boop.
That's a cool
I will cast
spell.
levitate
Where are
on you
you
and just
hiding?
lift you out slowly. And because we've not discussed how this works, I'm just gonna carefully place you on the ground.
Up here?
Wherever the closest. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just whoop.
You good, friend?
Thank you. I'm not the greatest swimmer. Yes, appreciate the help there.
Tight. We're gonna wander. I'm gonna wander around and meet everybody on that area.
I'm following.
Yeah.
So I was a bit distracted. What is that?
What's what?
It's just screaming in the background. What's what?
The thing that seems to be wanting to get in or out?
Not a clue.
It doesn't seem to be the best conversationalist. I asked if it needed help, and it yelled at me.
Is it maybe a language that someone else could speak? Cough, Gert, cough.
We could all, let's all try different languages and see if it speaks.
Well, I'll just yell at it in different languages.
Yeah, just yell the same thing at it in multiple languages.
Do you like grilled cheese?
Hello, friend. Do you like friends?
I'm here to talk to you about a very special offer.
Yeah.
About your car's extended warranty.
Hello. My name is Elder Price, and I would like to share with you the most amazing book.
My goodness. Is the knocking coming from like where I'm standing?
Yes.
Cool.
And actually, as the fighting ends in the river, you notice that the pounding quickly softens and fades out to nothing.
Yo, this music right now, though.
Oh, ball.
Is there a door? Let's go through the door.
There is a door.
Let's touch the door.
Cool.
Is the door Delano? That was all for Sam.
Thank you.
And potentially also Ash. I don't know how much RuPaul's Drag Race you watch, but
I need to watch it. I don't have TV, so I'm like,
Do you have
No.
Amazon?
yeah. Oh my god.
you have
is
to
it on
buy
that?
almost all of it now. Anyway,
Oh, really?
they're moving it to
Oh.
Paramount Plus.
Oh.
Yeah,
You-
because no one likes anybody. Anyway,
Gert touches the door.
All right, so you swing the door open.
Mm-hmm.
You find filthy furs and discarded bones littering the interior of this tower.
are they like dress furs or like what kind
No,
of
they're
furs?
straight up
Discarded.
animal furs, discarded
Okay.
animal furs.
Cool.
And a rank animal stench hangs in the air.
Nice.
And in the middle of the room, you can see 3 clearly, freshly killed bugbears.
Bugbears.
Were they were just banging on the door?
Make a nature check.
Oh, good, because I have fucking expertise in that.
Hey!
22.
Nice.
+6.
Upon investigating more, you can tell that at least 1 or 2 of these were feral. And they were probably just kept in here a little too long. They have massacred each other to death.
Oh, poor bugbears.
But like how
Unfortunate.
long ago?
Like just
because
now.
we just okay, so they just now heard us and massacred each
Yeah.
other to death.
Bugbears are they're kind of an enigma. They're goblinoid creatures. You would know this with this 22. They're goblinoid creatures, so their intelligence isn't so great. Their brutishness is definitely their strength. But they do have this sort of in between with their sort of usefulness. They're not as dumb as your typical goblin, and your typical goblin is like a scheming bastard, right? So they have some amount of thought processing among them, and then a bugbear is like a goblin with formidable strength. So if they were being held here, it was probably for some purpose, but then something like, for whatever reason, drew them to enough madness to just like rampage in here, and they just killed themselves. Or it killed each other is a better way to put that.
Is there any like sign, since you said that they like drove themselves to kill each other, is there any sign of like that they were charmed to do so, that they were tricked into doing so?
You can make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna work on this team. 9.
Aw.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
Cool. It looks like there's doors. Can I go through one of the doors?
You do have arrow slits to your north and east.
Can I creep around
Oh,
one
I
of
gotta.
the door slits?
Sorry, I gotta shift to the. There we go.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Whoa, Gert's
no.
outside.
Back in.
Yeah. So those really narrow visuals, if it looks like a triangle for the
Yeah.
origin point, those are arrow slits.
Okay. Well, that goes to outside.
Yep.
This
and
one leads to outside.
So the east is pointing toward the Desirine River, and north is the pathway along the Desirine River. There's not really much to observe outside either of those. This is clearly just a guard or watchtower.
Is there anything else in here to look for? Because it's just like 3 beds and the 3 dead bugbears.
We can
Yeah.
check mattresses.
That's it. You've got 3 bugbears that basically slaughtered each other to death, and not much else. With your 22 whirl, you would have been able to tell, at least reasonably enough, that like these creatures being held in a place like this doesn't really make sense. If they were being kept here, it would have been for aggressive protection. But to just hold them up in this little 50-foot circular area, it doesn't make
It's a
sense.
prison.
Yeah.
Are there weapons, or were they just like were they just with themselves and just rip each other apart?
It's just them. And the 3 bedroll looking items that you see across the room are just like a sheet on the floor. Like the minimum effort put toward comfort for these what were treated as animals.
But they're like more sentient than an animal.
Yes.
They're like very animalistic.
Right, but they're like, in general, like,
Yeah.
can speak common to a degree more than like a hippogriff can.
Yeah, they're kind of like the in our world, our life, if you would imagine like Bigfoot, if Bigfoot could speak.
Yeah.
Like Henry from
But they were
Henry
just like-
Anderson.
Right, but they were just like fucking kept in here. And then they
Yep.
murdered each other.
I know, poor bugbears.
Can I?
Yeah, no, I'm having a hard time with it.
This is really. I'm having a
and
hard
shitty.
time coming with the fact of that they're like, one didn't survive. Like, I kind of want to know, like, can I CSI this
Nice.
the area
Yeah.
to like figure out maybe like how exactly they killed each other and nobody was left?
So, with your military experience, I'm going to give you a sort of what I'll call a battle wounds check. Make a survival check, but add your proficiency, even if you already have proficiency in it.
Oh, I definitely don't.
You also have a bardic
Yeah,
if you want it.
we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Oh shit! No, I'm not gonna
Well,
do anything
Yeah,
with
you're
it
not gonna.
because
Shoot,
that's
heck
even
no.
with proficiency. That's
Is it 5?
Sure.
two.
But
Yeah.
and like even without rolling, you'd be able to see all of them have really severe slashing wounds across their entire bodies. So
And like Cal is even saying this out loud. Like that's strange that like they killed each other like that with no one as a victor. Like that's just odd, right?
No, yeah, you're not wrong. Someone should be alive.
If
Unless someone else came in here, killed all 3 of them, or killed the final one and left.
you can all make a survival check if you want to try to glean more out of that.
I would very
I'll
much-
try it.
Yep.
boop.
I got a 20
Nice.
for
Dope.
reasons I don't understand.
16.
Maybe it's your turn to go get a lotto ticket.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I've got no.
I
My
don't
my natural
know.
20 round was when we were in fucking Featherghost Spire.
It's been either
very
super
good.
highs or super low lows.
Which actually worked out because I'm the air being and we were in the air vault. But
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I rolled
Taryn
like
and
4 natural
Gert,
20s that day.
after a few more seconds of checking things out, it's just a bloodbath in here. But you'd be able to see between the knuckles of all of these beasts and the walls around them that they were like maddeningly trying to pound their way out. And then at some point they just went at each other. It's not clear if it was like intentionally creature to creature or if it was just hit whatever around them, but it's obvious that all 3 of these creatures just went haywire against anything and everything around them. Whirl, you'd be able to tell that 1 out of the 3 simply died from its wounds. It was the last one standing, but quickly died after the other 2, after this entire frenzy happened. However, all of you would be able to tell that the timing of you hearing this pounding from this tower really, really, really closely coincided with the point at which Cal started being pursued by these ghouls.
What? How high is the ceiling?
That's a good question. "15 feet.
15 feet. Hey, could you guys close the doors and block the arrow slits?
Maybe. How high are the arrow slits? Can we like physically block them with our bodies?
The arrow slits themselves are about 10 feet high, and they start from about 2 feet off the ground.
So
So they kind of,
My-
there's like a 1.5 foot plus from
Sure.
the floor to the bottom of the arrow slit, and then the same from the top of the arrow slit to the ceiling.
So to Taryn, I'm gonna say no.
No. Yeah.
I am not
Cal
8.5
closed the
feet
door.
tall. I'm like 5'2", on a good day, with a friend.
And what time of day is it?
I like
It's morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 10 a.m.
It's twilight. It's like you're pushing exhaustion time.
Are we? I thought we've
We
spent an
had a long
entire
rest.
day here.
No,
'Cause
you
we
were
took a long
you were
rest.
at late you were at late morning when you left Red Larch. Took a half
Right, but I
day to
thought
get
we-
here.
Right, but we took a long rest, like right outside of here.
A mile
Oh,
out,
you
we took a
did.
long
You
rest.
did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that. It's late morning again.
Okay. So like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
How long are the sheets? Because I really want to inspect more of the room. And I'm trying to fly. I'm trying to fly around the room to see what's going on, but I can only do it in dim light.
I mean, I've already used levitate, so I can't move anybody around to get that high unless we want to very, very carefully climb and hope that we can hang the sheets in 8-foot long sheets.
Yeah, the sheets themselves are like 6, maybe 7 feet. They're designed for average height people.
I think we should go. Beyond all that, Cal, what else did you see in the hole? Like, what it was? Did you do anything that like started the fucking ghoul things to go after you? Like, what happened down there? What else is down there?
Nothing from what I can tell. I simply got into the boat to investigate the gate further, and before I knew it, those things were chasing me. It seems like the cave goes back even further, but it was too dark to see maybe where an entrance or where where everything is coming from out there.
Is that would corroborate what you saw when you went down there?
I mean, yeah.
Should we go back down there and go north, or go the other direction than what you guys saw?
If
Probably.
Because the music sure says we should.
music definitely helps.
It would be difficult too. There's only one remaining boat. And the current, while it's not strong, we would still be fighting against the current to move further into the cave. And I'm not sure how many more of those things there are.
How long does your ice last?
A minute.
1 minute.
Do you think we could make a bridge out of your ice?
From where to where?
Not a very good one. Hey, what are you thinking?
If we don't want to try to cram into one boat and fight against a current, why not just walk on top of the water by freezing it and moving on top of it instead of trying to fight it?
I mean, if we need to, I can be in the water. I don't
You
need to
could-
breathe.
I mean, yes, it's a possibility, but once we start going that direction, there would be no way of going back. And we have not a good idea of where it leads out to. We would be leaving our things and the hippogriffs and everything behind. Who knows where the cave lets out, if it even lets out.
If you guys want to investigate that darker portion, I can give everyone that needs it dark vision now. So all
But you
of
can give
us-
all of us dark vision now?
can-
You could only
I
give
can
3
give-
before.
Yeah, I have 4 now.
6, and that changes some future shit I might have been
Game
thinking about doing.
changed.
Everyone will be able to see up to 300 feet for an hour.
Bonkers.
That's nice.
Bonkers.
That's cool.
Like I said, changes some shit I might have been thinking about for the future that I can't talk about to anyone except for the DM. Sorry, Sam. This is why I'm playing a second campaign, so I can tell you things about my character.
Can I just ask a question real quick about the current situation? The door to this room just opened.
Yeah.
It was unlocked and they couldn't fucking get out?
Yeah. That was my question.
Is that because they don't know how to undo locks, or because it was unlocked the whole time they didn't know?
Like, was
I was gonna
this
open the door again really
Stockholm
quick.
syndrome where like they were convinced by their captors that they like, was it a situation where they were charmed into?
Everybody make a general intelligence check.
But I already did a
Oh.
nature check 22. Intelligence? Fuck.
7.
14's okay.
11. Which for 0, not bad. Oh, 1, not bad.
Woof.
Okay.
Yikes
So
And
that's
Did
okay.
Did I roll the highest?
That's okay.
Oof.
The DC
Oh,
was
no, Iz did.
10.
Type.
Did, yeah.
Phew.
To get in here, you had to push. From in here, you heard a bunch of pounding.
They were
Oh
pushing.
God. Yeah, I don't think they
It makes me
understood
really
how-
sad. Like they were like sentient. Not that animals aren't sentient beings, but they're like more sentient than animals, and it makes me really sad. They killed each other
They
for
couldn't
no
read
fucking
common
reason.
right above the door handle that said pull.
Oh,
Right, but that's not. I don't think that's. There's got to be more than that. There's got to be
I-
more than that.
There has to be.
I think the bigger reason would be, or the bigger question would be, why did it happen as soon as Cal had that encounter?
Mhm.
Taryn, make an Arcana check.
Oh, wonderful! I love our
And the DC is at a certain point because you asked that exact question.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
I got
Too
another
late.
7.
It's too late. I already saw it.
So
Fuck.
even with a 7,
Uh-huh.
you understand that there is a correlation.
All right.
There is no denying it.
So someone's around.
Yeah.
Someone's either around
Or-
or linked magic to.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Right.
yeah. Is there a way to trigger, like, a thing happening with charm?
Yes. Gert,
Really?
no roll necessary. You know
Mhm.
the answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
Like they had this place fucking triggered. But then why make them kill themselves if not?
I don't think they were
have that
trying.
door
Like,
open?
they were trying to get to us.
Right,
Right.
but then why not open the door? Why not make the door able to open to get to us?
because if we got to them, we would have stopped them and we would have made them talk.
Mm-hmm.
No one has to speak with dead, do they?
I mean, I could have it in.
But okay, actually, 1 second. The door, does it have a handle on this side?
Loosely, yes.
Cool. Okay.
It's
just making
possible
sure that
to just.
making sure that we can pull
Oh yeah.
and that we are not stuck in this room.
Oh, we're not. I've got dimension door. We're not stuck in this
Yes.
room.
Okay. I'm just saying, like that was
I got 2/4, so we're good.
cool. Cool. Yeah. No, I'm just so sad for these poor things.
I have 2.
That's all.
I have a heart, for the record.
We, with any of the other keeps we went to, we never found a badge like we did for this one, did we?
We found the hellhounds are marked with the fire cult, and then we found just matching outfits for Sacred Stone. I want to say Feathergill had something, but I don't think they did.
I think
There
they just
is
had
some-
matching armor that had the things on, like the symbols on it.
There are some symbols and things back in the office that I found among some of the papers and things. Some the aquatic looking symbols.
What else did you find in there?
Seem to be just logs and records, the standard things for a port such as this.
I mean, I could be totally wrong on this, comparison, gang, but for some reason, these three are reminding me of the, digging his way through the ground guy that we found at Sacred Stone.
The Umber Hulk who was...
Yeah. He seemed less of an intelligent being than bugbears, because bugbears are pretty solid. But in a similar they're just being kept here for torture and destruction situation. And I know from Gert, the look on Gert's face right now, Gert is not stoked about that information. Yeah. But that's I know that the Umber Hulk was designed, I'm assuming now, based on the fact that we know that there's tunnels, and the chances of the tunnels connect, I bet the Umber Hulk was designed for those tunnels, and I'm interested in what the bugbears were here for, and why they're here. It just makes me sad.
Maybe they just thought that they would be easy to control.
Maybe.
Since Jolly seemed to feel better than us for knowing more. I wouldn't put it past him.
What else is in his fucking office? And can I just light it on fire for the sake of wanting to destroy something?
I mean, you absolutely can.
I'm not going to. Even though player, knows that there's a report about 5 differently racial individuals fucking shit up, and I'm not stoked about that.
Yep.
Probably has shit about my dad on it.
God.
All right, so the plot thickens as you guys are piecing together
Motherfuckers.
elements of the puzzle. We are going to call it there. As I would have liked to go a little longer, but we do have IRL stuff is taking priority. So we're going to call it there for tonight. We're going to be back in 2 weeks with you guys going to, it sounds like, back toward the office to check more stuff out.
And then probably after that, if we're going to be honest, to Sacred Stone, because we know that there are tunnels there that we can go through.
Probably.
Well, you do also have the tunnel right here.
So, that's what I was asking.
So-
Is there actually a tunnel here, or is it just water?
Yes.
To the people that have seen it.
I mean, if we wanted to
Both,
find
yes.
out, we could
Oh,
probably
tight.
get that.
So we can just walk carefully along the tunnel, because that's my next plan.
Oh, no, that's a good question.
Tunnel full of water?
It's a
tunnel
tunnel
of
full of
water.
water. You definitely have to take the boats. The current runs against you, but the current is not
Where's it
super strong.
So someone holds my hand real hard, 4 of you get in a boat, and I just hold my breath real hard. Let's
Sick.
go. Let's fucking get it.
Yep.
And technically, Terran will be able to float since it's dark.
Darker in the tunnel.
Perfect. We just have one creeper in the water, just making hand signals if stuff goes bad.
And I can help push the boat.
So, for my sake, I guess for everybody's sake, but mostly for my sake,
Yeah.
do you guys choose right now to go into the depths behind Riverguard Keep? Or do you go to Sacred Stone Monastery?
Ooh, this is so mean. I mean, fuck off. We're all let's get in that water, but she wants to destroy the office first and find out everything she can about how much they know about everybody. And then she wants, since we're already here and she can breathe underwater and she gives 0 fucks.
I'm actually going to make you choose now.
All right.
River.
But I do have a question though, just one question.
Fair.
Do I have enough animal handling to tell the animals to go back to Red Larch?
Oh.
I've already used my speak with animals, so we don't have that. I've already used my universal speech.
Dip.
Let's do that now.
Ooh.
It's possible, but you
Because
will
that
need
will
to roll
affect
for
my
it.
decision.
Okay.
Well,
That will
and
fully
also,
affect my decision.
Just kind of throwing this out there, based off of my measurements in the tunnel, there's no way that they could fit down there, could they?
No, not a
Okay.
chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Well, and
making sure.
I'm talking like horses and all. Like our
Mhm.
cart goes too.
I mean, or
Okay.
we just walk back after we're done, which will take us a whole day.
If we can get back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like when
'Cause
we
we
like
don't
we
know.
get out, we get up, we walk back.
But we don't know where this
So-
goes.
So
Yeah.
you're telling them go back no matter what, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make an animal handling check.
Ooh, am I handing it to you or am I waiting? You want a bardic, baby?
Yeah.
All right,
I
you
get-
got one.
Can I give inspiration since I also help with the hippogriffs? Or not inspiration, advantage. excuse me.
Fucking shit. I need to mark one on my thing. Have I given 2 today? Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
you got one. You got a third one if you need it.
Okay.
Fuck, you don't need it. Fucking wasting inspiration on people. I'll take a long extra rest sometime.
Throw it, just throw it.
Spoiler
before it
alert,
happens.
audience, that was a 20, a dirty 20.
So wait, but I also have I have advantage, right?
I'm
Yeah.
helping.
You?
So
Fucking-
It, it could be.
you know,
It was
Oh,
13.
okay.
So
Fine.
fucking dirty
Worth.
20. Gross.
Yep.
It's not fair.
Oh my God, Sam. All right.
Did you buy extra lotto tickets? Cause shit,
Yeah.
Go get some like $5 scratchers or something.
right?
right?
You
How about
approach the
$20?
hippogriffs and the horses with almost sad, very concerned demeanor. And you do your absolute best to communicate to them, go back.
Go home. Yeah.
Just go back. And you understand that they don't understand your language as much as you would like them to, at least yet. So you incorporate hand gesturing and facial expressions and inflection of your voice with the very simple words you give them. And the two birds sort of like tilt their heads, look at you, and then look at each other. And then shift their eyes back toward all of you and give a bow and fly off. At the same time, the horses sort of whinny a little bit and go off in the same direction along the semi-beaten path. As far as you can tell, they understand and are executing to the best of their ability. We will come back next time to you guys going into the depths of Riverguard Keep.
Jesus
Um,
fuck.
one more thing, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put a note in the cart. I would have put a
Fair.
note in the cart
'Kay.
saying, "We're okay for now. Take care of them."
Take this to the constable.
I'm not lost. I'm
Special
actually
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like
Okay.
yeah.
If, yeah.
I'm
My name
very
is, and I
sweet.
belong to, and this is my
Yeah.
address.
No, but like, just so that when our animals by themselves get back into Red Large, the town doesn't start panicking,
Sure.
Cool.
right? So like,
Bonkers.
it's gonna be very simple. We're okay. Take care of them.
Okay. So we are locked in,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I
We
hate
are-
it.
Okay.
fully committed.
I would have voted for Sacred Stone, but that's just
Too late now. Apparently, two of us voted.
Too late
so
now.
That's all that matters.
it's fine. It's
I am
fine.
going
Like
to
fucking
plan for.
Congress.
I am actually going to plan for, and therefore I'm going to commit you now. You are going into the depths below Riverguard Keep
Yep,
with our next session.
this is a fact.
How do you guys feel about it?
Not
I'm
great.
fucking
but also
terrified.
Excited.
fun. I'll get to be underwater for reasons.
Yep.
I've still had none of my questions answered in the last like fucking 4 days. That's terrifying.
Well, let me say there's going to be plenty of opportunity for a lot of that.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you remember when I said we were on to our next chapter?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of an interlude between chapters.
Oh, shit.
This is it.
It's now officially a new chapter.
You
You know,
guys
I
are
just
going
realized I could
into...
change myself into like a fucking fish or some shit and just swim next to you people.
Yeah,
That's what I thought you were
you
gonna
guys
do
are
when
about
you
No,
to go
'cause I'm still afraid
into
of
some
animals.
really
get
intense stuff. So, study up on your character sheets. Make sure you know your abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about in between sessions. Let's talk about what you think you're looking for.
No.
Rude. There are a lot of answers to that question.
In
That is
all of that jazz, because Gar Shatterkeel has taunted you into his domain.
Yeah.
I am going to destroy him with my mind.
We have obliterated everything he's
That's
thrown
all.
at us so far, so I'm feeling
So
pretty good.
far,
Yes.
we're leveling
All right.
up, my dude.
I have been personally victimized by Gar Shatterkeel, as though he is Regina George, so I'm going to destroy him. That's all.
Perfect.
So we
That's
have
all.
more reason to be
Uh-huh.
here. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Stream, we're out. Peace. See you in 2 weeks.